Yo, what's up, you tactical bastards? Before I show you this beautiful piece of machinery right here, as you can see, this is probably one of the most exciting things I purchased in a long time. Probably said that about the last gun I showed you, but no, this went up a bitch. A bitch? I'm up a bitch. Sorry, I burped. I was supposed to say went up a bit, but I said went up a bitch. Okay? We'll get into that in a minute. I got another Thrunite flashlight here I want to show you guys, which I will be giving away. Again, you're welcome. And I'm going to compare it to the Streamlight ProTac AA battery. Streamlights are awesome. They're very light. They're very strong. They don't have a lot of features as far as light levels, settings, strobe, and all that stuff. It just has two simple features. It goes on, and it's very bright. It's 155 lumens, and it goes off. Okay. It does have a strobe. Just double tap the switch in the back. Wait a minute. Here it is. And it has a nice steady strobe. Also comes with this heavy duty case, and that is the Streamlight ProTac 2AA. So what's cool about it is it takes the AA battery, and it's a very convenient battery to need. So black clip, which is good. It's 155 lumens. Okay. Now we got the Thrunite. Set that aside. The Thrunite is probably about five to six notches up from that. Why? Because of the price. It's a little cheaper, maybe around the same. But this is 450 lumens, which compared to 155 lumens, I mean, that is a huge difference. Okay, and when you work the Thrunite, you'll have, your low, medium, high, and then like warp brightness, and then strobe in any mode. How about that? You can even strobe it on the other modes. That's pretty neat. And same thing, it only takes two AA batteries, 450 lumens, awesome price. The clip's black, which we all requested, and they listened to us. Thank you. The silver ring's a nice touch, but again, Thrunite, I know it's really pretty and it makes it stand out, but in the tactical world, with us gun dudes and outdoorsmen, we'd rather it be black. But you can't, I mean, one against the other, I mean, you just can't, go wrong with the Thrunite. Also, the Thrunite, it's more boxed in the middle, and it has checkering on the corners. This is just round and smooth. It's kind of more robust of a housing, you know what I mean, if you drop it. This big section here with the block and the collars and all strengthens the whole housing of the flashlight. So, I mean, it does come into play. Beautiful little switch there with a little blue light. Rubber switch in the back, not plastic. And you get backup rubber switches and O-rings and a lanyard, and it's shipped in a really hard, heavy-duty box, so it will not get broke. So the winner of this flashlight is going to be Michael Williams. Michael Williams, we appreciate what you do for a living, and he's been a subscriber to the channel for a very long time, and he is the next winner, and he will win the Archer 2A V2 Thrunite flashlight. So congratulations, Mike. I hope you like the light. I hope you put it to good use. Okay? Now, I know you all fast forward through that, some of you. This is the Sig Sauer Mpx. We've been talking about it in the shop for over a year. Really didn't grab my attention too much because I didn't think about ever buying a pistol this size, just a carbine this size, and in 9mm. But the more I thought about it, a lot more sense it made to me that it was a 9mm. So I decided, when I was talking about my buds at the shop, that I said, you know what, I want a pistol, a carbine length 9mm is going to be my next purchase. And started looking at the Sig Sauer Mpx. They also have the CZ Scorpion. That's another popular one. But I heard some really great reviews about this Sig Sauer. A lot of gun channels are doing really great, thorough videos on it. Really putting it to the test. Putting all different kinds of ammo through it. All different brands. All different kinds of hollow points. Shooting the piss out of it. You know, hoping and waiting for it to fuck up. And you know, out of all the videos out there, I only seen one where someone had a little issue, and that's going to happen with any gun you buy. That's going to happen with a Wilson Combat, a Nighthawk Custom, an Ed Brown. There's thousands of people putting gun videos out, so the one guy that has a problem, you're probably going to find it. If you do 10 videos and you find 3 with a problem, then there's probably a problem. But as far as this one goes, my friend of mine, Jimmy, has one. He shoots more than I do, and his runs flawless. It eats anything, any kind of ammunition. I put factory recycled reload ammo through it, ran it like a clock. I put what the frig, Spear Lawman through it, ran it like a clock. I put Remington UMC through it, perfectly ran it. Trying to think what else. I shot it a lot. I put all different kinds of hollow points. I put Spear Gold Dots. I put HSTs, and the what's some other ones called with the polymer full tip. The frig, I can never remember the name of them. I forget. But I put them through it too, and it just ran everything. I even filled the mag up and mixed the ammo up. All different brands, all different kinds of shit. All different kinds of bullet heads, long, short, round, flat, your ass, everything. It just ran it. It just ate it up and spit it out like a little Glock carbine. Is pretty much what it performed like. Whew. How do you talk with it and run out of breath? That's just what happened. Did you hear that? Okay. Very easy to sight in. Awesome sights. Very high quality sights. They're not plastic, which nothing wrong with plastic Magpul flip up sights. Believe me, if it didn't come with them, they're the ones I'd buy and throw them on. But these are a step up. These are all metal, aluminum sights. The gun's very light, and these are nice and positive, going up and down. There's no sloppiness to them. The only thing I had to do is bring the front sight down because it was shooting low. Sorry. Or vice versa. I forget the hell what I was doing. I had to bring the front sight down. Right, because it was shooting low. So that would bring the muzzle up, and then it's dead center. So I had to turn this a couple times clockwise, and it zeroed it right in. Now, right at iron sights, I don't know if you guys see my Facebook page. I have a target up there, and it was only, you know, it was at self-defense distance, 10 yards or further, but it was putting, you know, the size of a quarter. You know, all 50 rounds right through the same hole. So to me, this is probably the ultimate home defense gun because it's not an AK-47. You know, sometimes I'll get my AK and put it next to my bed, and I'm looking at it and I'm tapping my fingers, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if that's a good decision to use that for home defense because of that round. So I take it back. Everyone does this, you know, I'm sure. I put it back in my safe, I'll pull something else out, I'll put a shotgun up there. Alright, I'll use that tonight, the shotgun. But I wish there was something else I could use for home defense that would make me feel more comfortable, you know, as far as legal situations. And you can't go wrong with a 9mm. This is not overextensive. It's a 9mm. What's great about it is it holds a lot of ammo. So, in a stressful situation, when you're holding this this style gun, you have way more control of it. Way more control of it. So when you're stressed out and you're trying to hold a handgun, it's pretty hard to shoot. But this, you'll have more of a chance of staying straight and hitting your target under stress than you would a handgun, depending on your training. For me, I mean, I can outshoot any handgun with this. I mean, it's like you feel like it's like my friend said it when he went in there and shot it. He goes, "Man, I feel like I'm cheating. It shoots dead on." And I don't even have an optic on it yet. That's coming Wednesday. Spark 2, which is fine. This has very little recoil. It's a 9. You don't have to put no aim point on there. It doesn't need to have all that heavy dutiness to it unless you have the money, and then go ahead. I ran everything through it, you name it. Everything I had available in my ammunition safe. That's where I keep my ammunition. I just picked out all different brands, all different hollow points, mixed everything up, and just ran it through. So all is good. Very, very reliable. The stabilizing brace is a little nicer than the one you get from Century Arms. Okay, Century Arms fits good, but the Sig Sauer brace fits a lot tighter, so you don't never have to worry about this thing spinning around and rotating. Never. But if it's not on already, it takes a lot of pressure to put that on. You actually really have to use all your body weight to get that on, which comes in really handy with me. I had it on in 2 seconds. It does fold. Right now, the mag is full with spear gold dots. That's, to me, my favorite ammunition to use for self-defense as of now. I'm still experimenting with the oath ammo. I know in the last video I said, I'm probably going to replace all my other ammo with that oath ammo, but I was just overly excited. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. I got to run it for a while and see how it runs. But right now, this is my, you know, with experience shooting it, my spear gold dot in there, and you get a 30-round magazine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what we don't like about it, and it's nothing bad. There's always going to be stuff you don't like, but you got to have, you know, you got to have an honest review here. I'm going to say everything is great about it. One of the things, one last thing I wanted to tell you, what I love about it is how this folding stock works. You can get a nice little backpack, you can pack it away, and it's really, really nice. And I like how it works. If you see how that works, when it starts to close, it drops down on the hinge. It's like it mechanically drops down by itself. To fold it, you have to pull up on the stock, stabilizing brace, like this, and then fold it. So you'll see. Okay, is that everything I like about it? Everything I like about it? What I did upgrade so far with it was the grip. I'm not a fan of the grip that was on there, just for me. I got this. This is a Fab Defense. They're made in Israel. It's really good, high quality gun grips or accessories. Anything from Fab Defense has a trap door in the bottom. You put whatever you want in there. But I like really the way the ergonomics, how it fits my hand. It's really slim in here, and then it gets wider. Ambidextrous safety on there. Very AR-15-ish. That's another thing I want to get into in a second. Got my first scratch right there. Jimmy did that. I bet you he did. Look what you did, dude. There's a little scratch there. I have a. They do give you rails with it. You should see the package it comes with it. I don't feel like bringing it out. It's a really big box, and you'll get a sling. You'll get rail mounts. You'll get a tool, you know, a cleaning kit, a tool kit. They give you all this stuff. I wish they would give you 2 mags though. That sucks. That's the only thing that sucks. You get 1 magazine. The problem with that is, because if I want to go to the range and shoot this, now I have to unload 30 rounds of my home defense ammo to go shoot my gun. So I'd rather have this, keep it loaded, and have another one for the range. But you can get them. Yeah, they're hard to get right now, but Sig's just making them as fast as it can, or Lancer is the manufacturer of their mags. So you can get them. So we just got to wait till everything calms down, and then they'll be all over the place. Another scratch. So what else do I like about it? What I don't like about it. The trigger is very gritty, and here's the thing with the trigger. It's got a gritty trigger, and when you pull it slowly, it feels like, you know, asphalt. It's got the asphalt feel. you know, like a mil-spec AR trigger. That's what it feels like. I mean, you can correct that. You could take it out and just, you know, buff it, polish it a little bit, or you can drop in any AR trigger. But the catch to that is, if you drop in an aftermarket trigger, the original trigger that's in there is an AR trigger, but it is notched out for this bridge cover, they call it. And to use the aftermarket trigger, you can't use the bridge cover. So if you take the bridge cover off and then put the aftermarket trigger in, you'll avoid the warranty. But that's up to you. I mean, usually AR platforms or platforms like this, anything goes wrong, you can pretty much fix it yourself. They're very easy to work on. So that's your call. I'm going to try to leave the stock trigger in there and just get some rounds to it, and maybe that'll polish it by itself. Or I can take it out and just smooth it out a little bit. But that's the thing. The big question is, can you put like a Geisley trigger in there? Yes, you can, but you can't use the bridge cover because the sear is cut out especially for the bridge cover. So you have to take everything out, including the bridge cover, and then you can put your aftermarket AR trigger in there all by itself. Yes, it'll work. You will avoid the warranty, so that's up to you. So that's like a catch-22 there. It's good and bad. We'll do a disassembly video on this. It's really interesting inside. The recoil system, it looks very Desert Eagle-ish. It's got a double recoil system with double rods and double springs, just like a Desert Eagle. Pretty neat. And it has, you know, obviously the AR type bolt right in between, like a Desert Eagle. It's very easy to take apart. It's very easy to clean, but there are little things you have to know that'll drive you nuts if you don't know. So what I'm going to do is, once this gets dirty again, which it will because I love shooting it, when I take it apart to clean it, I'm going to do a video step by step how to take the bolt and the guide rods and the springs, the firing pin, everything's coming out of it, because that's the best way to clean it. I'm going to do a step-by-step video, and you can be bored to death and watch that. Anyway, so getting back to the home defense thing, with this in the bedroom, with this magazine, with this ordinary caliber 9mm, I feel very comfortable using this for home defense. It's very small, it's very short, you can maneuver it any way you want. It's perfect, man. It's perfect. I mean, I'm waiting for an Inforce light, which I ordered the wrong one. I ordered the 2-cell light. I should have ordered the 1-cell light, but I wasn't paying attention to the website when I ordered it. So I don't know how big it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be too big or not. So I'm getting the Inforce light with 500 lumens, and that's going to go right here. And I'm going to get a Spark 2 red dot, and that's going to go right there. And then it's ready for home defense. Perfect. Like I said, all these little parts look like they're phosphate coated. Ambidextrous controls on both sides. You can even, there's no bed lever needed for this. You can release the bolt. Let's do it this way. Okay, there's the bolt. I can release the bolt over here, your typical AR control, or I can release the bolt right here. It's right next to the mag release, bolt release, mag release, bolt release. Just boop, bam. Another cool thing about it is, I should take it out and show you, but the video is getting too long. The whole bolt carrier, shut up phone, the whole bolt carrier is coated in that ion bond tough coating that Glock puts on their barrels of their guns lately. So this whole bolt carrier is coated in that. It's so slick, it's like almost self-lubricating. It's phenomenal. That's the thing I was most impressed with it when I took that out and seen the coating on that bolt carrier. Man, that is friggin' sweet. If you want to take the stabilizing brace off, it's very easy. Just undo this screw, this pulls out, and then it'll be a typical short pistol, which, why would you do that? I don't know. But if you wanted to, you can. It comes right off in 2 seconds. Very AR-like, the charging handle, you know. It's hard to like finger hook it on one side and just, you know, charge it. So hopefully they'll have aftermarket parts for it soon. Maybe it'll get like BCM will make a really nice charging handle with an extended, you know, clip on there, whatever the hell you call that thing. And I'd like to get one of those. That's it. As far as under here, you got to be careful what you put. Right now it's just a hand stop. You can't put a vertical grip because then it's going to be classified as an SBR. So, but you can put anything on an angle or a hand stop. So you have to put a rail on there, and you could put a Magpul AFG or a Magpul hand stop. But still sure not what I'm going to do, because how I hold it. And it's pretty neat too. When you disassemble it, very much like an AR, you got your disassembly pins. You have one here and you have one here. You just punch them both out. They don't come out, they'll stay in there, they won't fall out. They have stoppers on them like an AR. Once you get them out, the whole upper will come off, and when the upper comes off, this whole rail system slides right off. And so if you ever have to, because I know you can get different barrels for this, you can make this any length you want. You can order any barrel you want. You can make it shorter, you know, all different lengths. So as far as I'm concerned. And that's it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. You probably have the most satisfying targets of my life with this thing. And it's just something you just don't want to stop shooting. My only griefs with it is the stupid things. Like the trigger, the corners of the trigger are really, really pointy. So after like 200 rounds, your finger it really starts bothering your finger. So you got to move it up a little to continue shooting. Now I'm distracted because I had to move my finger. So I don't know what to do about that. I guess you could just round them off with a file real easy, or put an aftermarket trigger in there like a Geisley, and it'll be nice and comfy. Everyone's different. You might hold your finger in a different spot and it won't bother you. But it bothers me because I always hold my finger, I don't hold it in the center, I always hold my finger down towards the end of the trigger, which to me gives it more leverage and makes the trigger pull feel like it's lighter. I don't know if it is lighter, but it feels lighter. So if it feels right, you worry less and you shoot better. Because shooting's all in your brain, most of it. That's the only thing I don't like. But it's just stupid stuff I don't like. There's nothing major bad. The cool thing is about it is it's not fussy with ammunition. I haven't ran into an ammunition that won't run yet, unless the ammunition was bad. Okay. One more thing. Watch out for the feed lips on here. They got metal reinforced feed lips, that's what you want in a polymer mag. Yes, that's what you want. That's like a Glock mag. But just watch, because they're pretty sharp right here. So when you're loading this, it loads like a rifle, like an AR. When you push down, just watch when you push that way to put it in the back. Don't do it, because you'll cut up your thumb. So way to go, dork face. Anyway, just push straight down, and if that bothers you, you really don't have to do anything after that. They don't have to be all the way back, but if it bothers you, just give it one of those, and that'll push them to the back. When the magazine is full, it's still easy to put in the magazine well. Another thing I like about it has a flared out, funneled magazine well for fast manipulations if you're fast, you know, especially if you're in law enforcement. Are you serious? Sorry. So, especially magazine manipulations, if you're training, if you're law enforcement, military, whatever you're doing, it's great for that. It funnels it right in. There's no, you know, and this is like an option to the MP5. It really is. That's what our conclusion was. Regular birdcage, you know, muzzle brake, flash hider, whatever you want to call it. Nothing special. I might change that, you know, because I have some really beautiful flash hiders and muzzle brakes from other projects sitting around. I might just change that. But other than that, and that's all I did was change the grip and waiting for my red dot. So if you can find one of these, try to get one. They're really hard to come by. They're very expensive. You know, they're $1,400 if you're going to buy them. You know, I don't know where you're going to get them. Between $1,300 and $1,400 plus tax. We had like 6 of them at Double Action. They're all gone. We're getting more though. Don't worry about that. We're getting more. Okay. So the most exciting thing about this is great accuracy, fantastic option for home defense. That's it. That's the big thing for me. This is more practical. I will use this more. I get more use out of it. I will shoot it at the range, and I can use it for home defense. My AK, I can shoot it at the range, but I can't use it for home defense. You know, it's, you know, I mean, if the shit hit the fan, I'd grab it, but to be a responsible gun owner where I live, I wouldn't use my AK for home defense. I'm going to use this 9mm. Awesome. Alright guys, I'm rambling. I'll talk to you soon. Hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the Sig Sauer Mpx.